What's your biggest challenge related to starting out as a property sourcing business, and what's the solution for it? So someone who's thinking, right, I've heard this stuff, I've been on the fence for a while, maybe I've done a couple of courses, I'm interested in starting my sourcing business. So what challenges or early challenges might they face, and what would you advise them to solve that?
They they could try and start doing things too fast and too big, and then wonder why it doesn't work. So I'll give an example of that. I was doing a coaching day down in Bournemouth, and we had all the local newspapers in around the floor of this hotel room that we were doing the research at the time, and we called the newspapers, and the average price for what they call a big stamp, I'll describe that. So 1x5, it's about big first class large stamp size. That's an advert in the newspaper, and the average price was £117, as I recall. Now, £117, that's every week, and that would have been painful paying that every week till he got to a deal. And that was only one we've got about, as I said, about 12 different methods about marketing on an area, but this particular one was 117 a week, and that's quite expensive. So what we did was we did a couple of phone calls. We found all the newspapers and made 2 phone calls to each newspaper, and we go through a particular script and a particular way around doing it. In fact, if everyone's seen the American cop show Colombo, where he's a little bit dumb, a little bit thick in the house, or he acts a bit dumb. That's what we're like with the newspapers. We're just a bit thick, and the thing is, the thicker we are, the better results you get out of it, because we need to take the pitch, and we need to ask how the newspapers work, and how where to advertise, and where works best, and what's the best price and the best deals I can do, and we just ask the questions. And I was doing this as I said, in Bournemouth, and I was asking all the different questions about these adverts and stuff, and finally this one lady, it was about call number 10 I think it was, finally said, look, I can do you a big stamp every week of the year for £4.50 a week, just sign the deal. I thought, wow. Wow. And that doesn't happen in one call, or one day normally. It normally takes a few weeks to do that. But if you just phone a newspaper, it's kind of £100, £150 to advertise in most classified. And if you do it slowly, you're in what I call it an enthusiastic buy, but you don't actually pay any money yet. And as long as you go down the road slowly, you'll pick up the deal. So don't be enthusiastic by all means, because it's your business, but you don't have to spend lots of money. You just find out stuff, and then you start tripping over deals. And this £4.50 a week, well, we jumped on it because it would be foolish not to jump on £4.50 a week for the newspaper. So we did it. So the biggest challenge is go slower than you are doing, but do put the time in and do the work.
Yeah, that's a great bit of advice there as well. I like that, the Colombo approach.
Yeah, I'm going to patent that, I think.
That's good. All right.